the boys are going to have to take a hard look at themselves in the mirror and answer themselves this. Do they want to be in the Champions League next year? Do they still want to play in the elite competition? Because if they do, they're going the wrong fucking way about it. Yes, people. Before we start, don't forget to hit like, comment, share, and please subscribe to the channel. As we all know, Liverpool lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. Boy, what have I got to say about this? It wasn't good, man. You know, the first half, the first couple of minutes, well, 5 minutes or so, you could see what was happening. We almost looked in awe of Real Madrid, and I believe we showed them too much respect. And I'm surprised because, like, where was that intensity? Where was that hunger that was shown against Arsenal in the previous game, which was a Premier League game? You know, I know it's a different competition, different sort of opposition. But for me, I wouldn't say Real Madrid's there for the taking because a lot of our fan base were getting hype and gassed, you know. And I'm guilty for it. I hold my hands up. I was getting excited and thinking we can do something. But when the news broke out against Varane, with an illness, a bout of COVID, a lot of our fan base was like, yeah, definitely we're going to win. I was having some crazy score lines being thrown about. I thought we could do something. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to admit it, I did. But when, you know, the boys took to the pitch, it was just a different story. And, like, it's a shame because I've been singing Nat Phillips' praises. Most of us have been. We've been giving him nicknames like Virgil Phillips, you know, Naldini, etc. Even Beckenbauer's been thrown about, you know, he's been getting his head to everything. You know, the memes that's been going around the place as well. We know he's very good aerially. You know, a lot of us have said, look, if football was played in the air, he'll be world class. But you can see he's not quite out for this level, guys. He's not ready for this level yet because he was getting exposed. You know, he lacks mobility. You know, Vinicius Jr. took the piss, literally took the piss on that side of the pitch. You know, our right side. Right, he took the piece, man. Trent Alexander-Arnold as well was getting shown up again today, and I felt that he was too hyped up. He was too aggressive. You know, he was too heated. You know, I don't know where that came from. I know he's been through a lot recently, and you know, he may feel a way that he's being left out of the England squad. You know what Gareth Southgate was, his comments being said. You know, I know that would have touched the nerve. That would have hurt him because we know he's a good player. There's a quality player in there. We know his defensive side of the game sometimes leave a lot to be desired. He's got to work on that a bit more, you know. But as we know, for the last few years, a team like us, Liverpool, we've been on the front foot in like a huge percentage of our games. If anything, most of our games, except when we've come against top opposition like Manchester City and games in the Champions League, you know what I mean? We're saying 3 years straight non-stop attacking, you know. But like today now, I don't know what was wrong with him, man. You know, we nailed him as well. He was sloppy in the first, like, half an hour or so. You know, and he was our captain, and I'm very disappointed on him because he's supposed to be one of our senior players. You know, he was given the captaincy. He's supposed to be a leader. You know, we should have rallied the troops. You know, it was like, we looked tired. The boys looked tired, man. I'm not going to really go into it and diss players because Naby Keita's another one. It just didn't pay off. To be honest with you, when I see Naby Keita come, right, started, I should say, when I see Naby Keita start for Liverpool, I was shocked with that. I thought, whoa, like what is Klopp trying to do today? Like, what is he trying to achieve? You can see we're trying to throw a curveball, but for me, he just sort of stuck with the trusted three in the midfield, Thiago, Wijnaldum, and Fab. That's what he should have done for me. Do you know what I mean? Jota didn't quite, you know, have a good game today. He's used his shot himself. You know, he didn't have a poor game, but it weren't coming off. The same thing with Mane. You know, the same old trying to make things happening, but the ball was bouncing off him. His first touch was bad. You know, he was getting doubled up a lot as well, man. Real Madrid, sort of, you could tell they did their homework well and did what they needed to do. Because let's be honest, guys, we did get gassed for the Arsenal victory. I was one of them. You know, you would have seen my review. I was gassed to the moon. I'm telling you this now, like, if it had lit a lighter, a lit a match, yeah, in my base where I was, it would have blew up, you know, because that was the gas levels that man was on. Do you know what I mean? But for me, when you deep it, yeah, and check it out, we haven't been creative enough. Yeah, Shotter's come up with the goals. Yeah, he's been very clinical, coming up with the goal. Salah, every now and again popping up. But other than that, we haven't been creative enough. We haven't been creating chances. We haven't been clinical. It hasn't been good enough. And for me, we're going to have to take, the boys are going to have to take a hard look at themselves in the mirror and answer themselves this. Do they want to be in the Champions League next year? Do they still want to play in the elite competition? Because if they do, they're going the wrong fucking way about it. They're going to have to show what they're made of against Aston Villa. For me, it's all good saying, yeah, we've got to give a good performance because we did that against Arsenal, but it counts for fuck all today, right, against Real Madrid. I don't care how we do it. Get those 3 fucking points against Aston Villa this Saturday, and then we move on to the Real Madrid game. For me, I would have been one to say, yes, we can still do it, because we've been there before, 2004, Olympiacos, we've been there in 2019, Barcelona, everybody knows that story there. But what are we missing, guys? We're missing our 12th man, the Anfield crowd. They're not there. So that's going to be tough, man. We got no support. And I'm just hoping, I don't really want to put this in the air, but surely there might be some man them up Anfield that's just going to kind of do some kind of greeting. We just need to just show some support, whether it's lighting up fireworks or something. Do you know what I mean? Because the boys are going to need it. We have to start thick and fast in that game on the front foot. We got nothing to lose because either way, you know what I mean? We have to try and get Champions League one way or another. We have to do it, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, the next week and that now, I don't want to see Keita back in the side. I want to see the same guys as you usually do. Do you know what I mean? I want to see Jota start again. I want to see Jota, Mane and Salah, right? We're going to have to start the same back four, but something worries me, right? Klopp might change it up because Kabak and Phillips were exposed bad, but I want Fab, right, at the base of the midfield as a 6, because he's been great there. That's his best position and it helps us immensely. But for me, we're going to have to adapt a different strategy because that high line business, Kabak and Phillips, yeah, they've been great in the Premier League and keeping clean sheets together, but at this level, you can see them being exposed. And for considering his young Kabak as well, he lacks mobility for me. He's a bit stiff at times. He gets caught out a lot on a turn. Do you know what I mean? You can tell Real Madrid done their homework badly. And, they've got an experienced manager. A lot of people writing them up saying they've got an aging team, Modric, Cruz. Them, man, are serial winners, bedroom. The serious winners, people. Some of them have won 4 Champions Leagues, 3 on the trot. Do you know what I mean? But boy, I ain't even going to keep this one long, man. I'm going to leave it as that here. It's yours and truly, Lazer LFC. Big up all the Liverpool supporters and community. I'm gone.